Hello, welcome back to Dean Simon Presents. Today we will be reviewing Red Dead Redemption 2. This is an open-world story-driven video game set during the late 19th century, and it depicts the dying days of the Wild West. So let's get to it. So here we are spying on the enemy camp with our in-game binoculars. We have been tasked with taking down a rival gunslinger who runs a small gang, and here we are spying on those whom we will have to fight very shortly. Here we have the weapon wheel, where we can see what weapons are available to us. It is very similar to Mafia 3's weapon wheel, in that we can carry some revolvers and small weapons alongside one or two bigger ones such as rifles. Red Dead Redemption 2 takes place in the late 19th century, early 20th century, and it depicts the dying days of the Wild West. It is about a gang that is on the run from the law, and here our main character is working to take down a rival gang. So let's get into it. What I particularly love here is the attention to detail, is how the character trudges through the snow as one would in real life. The attention to detail to this game is amazing. And here we have our main character walking on the ice, and here he is slipping. And there's a little message from Rockstar. It says, "Keep your dreams simple." I love that little attention to detail in the game, and I love how our main character is walking on the ice river, and you can see him clearly struggling to do so. It's amazing the attention to detail that Rockstar has dedicated to this game. And here next we have some gang members speaking Spanish. They are most likely we're gonna have to kill them in a few minutes. So let's see what they have to say.
Hey, who's that? You in the wrong camp, stranger. I don't mean no harm. I just want to speak to her.
I have a feeling I know how this is going to go.
Visitors up here. Kill this fool!
Now we are in battle, and this feature here is called Deadeye. I love this feature as it allows you to carefully place your shots and carry them out in quick succession. This feature was in the original Red Dead Redemption, as those of you who are fans of the series may remember. I love this feature as I feel like Clint Eastwood. So here now we have the main villain, the gunslinger, reacting to the death of his fellow gang members, and I love this attention to detail, as it makes the game and what's happening here feel more realistic than it usually does. And here I love how the protagonist still covered behind a rock, and how now he's trudging through the snow once again, and the realistic depiction of how one walks through the snow I particularly love. I also love how here we have the ability to loot dead enemies and usually find valuables. Here we have the map of the region we're in. It's called Can Lake, and it's up in the mountains. Yes. I love the attention to detail to the bandit camp. This camp here is more than just merely a backdrop. From cans of food to weapons and other resources, one would need to live comfortably in such harsh conditions. The way this camp comes to life, and the developers did not skimp on the attention to detail. It's these little things that turn a game into an all-time bestseller. Here we have a tent. We see where the bandits would have slept. We see there was a table, there was a fire going, there was a chair where they would have sat, and they have lamps there that had cans of food. The sheer attention to detail of this map, of the game as a whole, I just cannot get over and cannot emphasize enough. This is why Red Dead Redemption 2 is simply an all-time classic, and one of the best video games Rockstar ever made, and one of the best video games ever made in our time, in my opinion. It's just one of the most amazing games that I've ever played, from the attention to detail, to the storyline, to the characters. This game, it's an example to follow, and in fact, Son of Osman, in many ways, was inspired more by Red Dead Redemption 2 than Assassin's Creed. So now here we will confront the villain we have set out to confront. He is in this cabin right here, and we've come to knock on his door. Let's see how he responds.
Flaco Hernandez, you in there? I didn't want trouble, but I'm just here to speak with you about Boy Calloway. I'm unarmed.
King Gallo.
I just want to talk about Boy Calloway.
Sure. Here's your message.
And I was not fast enough. Guess I'll have to try again. Third time's the charm. So that was another feature that I have just shown you. It is the duel system, where you and your rival have to pull out your revolver first and be the first to shoot the other. One shot and you're down, so the stakes are high, and that is why I love this particular feature in both Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Redemption 1, because the stakes are so much higher and you have to get it right. I particularly love the duel system for that reason, because it's just so tense and in the moment. Let's see what old Flaco has for us. I do have to take a photo of him first to prove that he's been killed by my character, John. So that is it for this mission. I'm currently exploring the rest of the camp, and soon I will leave this area to continue on my travels within the game. So you're able to whistle to your horse within the game, and that is how you have your horse come to you, and it's a realistic feature that is also carried over from the original Red Dead Redemption, but it's a realistic carryover in such a way that you can call over your horse to you, and it makes sense. Here I'm choosing the next mission I'll go to. Here is the map for Red Dead Redemption 2, and I will be on my way very soon. Here you can see my lovely horse coming to me, my lovely loyal horse, and here is my journal that I'm looking through. And yes, well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Dean Simon Presents. Thank you.